Welcome back to Mass Appeal. An upcoming theater production will highlight an event that forever changed the landscape of western Massachusetts. It was the creation of the Quabbin Reservoir, one of the largest man-made reservoirs ever created. And here to share more about their upcoming production is Jean Thoreau, president of the Friends of the Quabbin, and actors Raymond Girard and Luke Arthur. Let's talk historical significance first of the Quabbin Reservoir, if you don't mind. Tell us why it's so important.
Well, in April 28, 1938, the four towns of Dana, Enfield, Greenwich, and Prescott were disincorporated, and so 2,500 people had to leave their homes from the valley and find a new way of life in their communities, their churches, and they were uprooted. And the play is basically upon the uprooting of those folks and reminiscing back from those good old days in the valley.
And all the the turmoil that they must have faced. 2,500 people.
Yes, and over 7,600 folks that were interned in the 34 cemeteries were all moved out of the various cemeteries. So it was more than just uprooting of the living, it was also uplifting and removing of the dead as well.
Throwing a bunch of people into a whole lot of turmoil. Now, the two of you are in the show. I'd love to know a little bit about your characters, if you would mind giving us a little insight.
Well, I play the town selectman, Dexter Barnes, who sides with the people, but still brings in someone from the Metropolitan District Commission to do the surveying of the land, where I become the evil person. But in the second act, they see that I'm still one of them. It is my town, and I'm part of the same struggle that these people are facing with losing everything that they have, and being set in the Depression. Everybody is going through turmoil then. So that's basically what the whole show is about. Our director, Jane Sterndale, and our musical director, Carla Newmark, are doing a great job of directing the show.
And right now we're actually looking at some photos from the show, and I can only imagine behind you is the Quabbin.
That was the Quabbin, yeah. That was Tom Knight, one of our actors. That's our director, our musical director, and Jean. That was one of our rehearsals.
And now tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, I'm pretty much the same as Mr. Dexter Barnes. I play Graham, and he's a married man. He's about to have a baby, and he's focused on getting money for his future. You know, he's more focused on the financial part of his future. So in a way, he kind of already knows that the town is gonna have the whole thing is gonna happen, and he wants to keep going. So he becomes a little bit of an enemy of the town as well, just like Dexter Barnes. So, you know, and then he realizes he's still part of this town. He's still part of the people, and you know, eventually things start to work themselves
their way out.
Yeah.
It seems like there's so much potential here, and so important that people watch the show so that they can learn a little bit of something about the past of these areas that are right around here.
It's a story that really needs to be told. A lot of people know about the Quabbin, but they don't know the struggle that these people went through back in the 1930s with losing something that they've worked so hard for. I didn't know that until I read the script and saw the music. And now when I look at Quabbin, when I go there, I look at it totally differently. And I think a lot of people who come to see the show are going to see that.
And there's a special significance this year, too. It's been 75 years.
Yes.
And my whole attraction to coming on the Friends of Quabbin is because I have a long heritage. Both sides of my family were from the Swift River Valley. And my fifth great-grandfather and grandmother got married in Greenwich on October 26th, 1796. So it's been quite rewarding for me, as well as seeing this great show that's being run. It'll be the third time that's run. It was run originally in 1983 and 88 during the 50th year of remembrance, and this being the 75th year of remembrance, and the whole running is dedicated to Les Campbell, who's a noted photographer who has been photographing nature in the Quabbin area for well over 50 years.
And so if people want to see the show, it's going to be November 7th to 10th, and they can do so at Ware Middle School. Gentlemen, I want to thank you for stopping by today. I'm very excited that you're doing this play, because a lot of times you don't think of the actual impact that a reservoir can have on an area. So thank you for highlighting that for us.
And also, Friends of Quabbin website has a whole bunch of material. There's all kinds of good information out there, as well as further information on the play.
People are going to have to go check it out. Thanks again for stopping by. And